Chapter 3056 opens with the Levine family arriving at Wildridge Manor to formally apologize for the events of the previous evening. Samira Levine, who had harbored feelings for Callum York and acted out of jealousy towards his wife Cameron, takes the lead in this apology. Upon entering the room, Samira avoids looking directly at Callum, acknowledging to herself that he is not meant to be hers. Her admiration for him had led her to a moment of weakness, where she wronged Cameron, and now she feels deep regret. With a heavy heart, she stands before Cameron and sincerely apologizes. She acknowledges the hurtful things she said the previous night and expresses profound remorse. She admits that despite her education and upbringing, she allowed jealousy to cloud her judgment, leading her to say things that she now deeply regrets. Her words, she reflects, not only hurt Cameron, but also did no good for herself, and she is consumed with guilt over her actions. Cameron, displaying grace and magnanimity, reassures her that she has already forgiven her. She reminds Samira that everyone makes mistakes, but what matters is recognizing those mistakes and learning from them. Cameron's acceptance of the apology is not only generous, but also demonstrates her strength of character. She encourages Samira to move forward without dwelling on the past, as long as she strives not to repeat such errors in the future. Samira is visibly relieved and grateful for Cameron's forgiveness, thanking her sincerely. The other members of the York family, witnessing Cameron's gracious response, also choose to let the matter rest. The incident is effectively resolved, with the understanding that there will be no further repercussions as long as Samira learns from her mistake. Before leaving, Mrs. Levine assures the York family that if any rumors about the incident spread, the Levine family will take full responsibility for containing them. This promise is a clear sign of the Levine family's commitment to maintaining their honor and reputation, as well as their respect for the York family. After the Levine family departs, Tanya comments on how well regarded Mr. and Mrs. Levine are in society. She notes that young people, especially young women, often struggle with jealousy, but it is something they can overcome with maturity and self reflection. Stella mentions that she had held back from reprimanding Samira more harshly the previous night out of respect for Mrs. Levine, who has always been a sensible and reputable woman. However, the chapter also highlights a humorous and slightly exasperated Callum who feels unfairly targeted throughout the situation. Despite his innocence in the matter, he feels wronged by the attention he has received. He reflects that his good looks and strong character, traits he inherited from his parents and learned from his grandparents, seem to have become a double edged sword, attracting unwanted admiration and causing complications in his married life. Rosella teases his son, pointing out that he must be more careful in the future, as his popularity among women could easily lead to misunderstandings. Callum, now exasperated, emphasizes that he has no interest in other women, reiterating that he is a happily married man. He expresses his love for Cameron, affirming that she is the only woman he cares about. The chapter concludes with Callum publicly declaring his love and loyalty to Cameron, wrapping his arm around her shoulders as a gesture of his commitment. He emphasizes that Cameron understands him better than anyone else, and that their trust in each other is unwavering. This display of affection and unity reassures the family that despite the challenges they face, Callum and Cameron's relationship remains strong and resilient.